Talking all about the sports, giving you guys all our thoughts. Not about those boys in shorts, only choruses and quartets.
Yeah, it's World Cup fever! We are here today to set the record straight.
We would like to make it known to all of our fans, to all of our friends, to everyone who has supported sports with Promenade,
That we are
sorry. We hear you and we see you.
and
You specifically.
and we heard you loud and clear. And so we thought let's put it together again.
Yeah. We have a few things to apologize for because we
Keep making
messing
mistakes.
up. We keep making mistakes and we are so sorry. We know that the pain that we have caused, we can never take back.
It's irreparable.
But we want to take steps to be accountable so that we can together with you build a relationship that is healing, a relationship that is lasting. We believe in our platform. We believe in our audience.
And we believe in...
Barbershop harmony. Oh, okay.
No, we can cut that one. We believe in barbershop. So what we need
To
you
address.
to address.
We need to address.
And we need you to know that
You need to be
we need
dressed
to
when
know
you're
that you-
watching this
yeah,
episode.
you need to be
wearing clothes.
dressed.
Yes, they need to be dressed
You
when they're watching
must
the episode.
be dressed. If you're in the shower, pause it right now and just finish up cleaning.
Put your
get-
clothes on
clothes
and then come right back.
And also, I need to have the mic way closer to my face.
We are sorry that
So
Will
I'm
Harris
sorry
didn't
that-
have
I'm
his
sorry, so
mic
that's-
close
yeah.
enough to his
That's
face. We would like to
apology
apologize. Number one. Well, actually, apology zero because it's not on the list.
Yeah. So
Because
that's
it happened
apology
as we were
zero.
apologizing. The minimum score.
The minimum score for a district
We'd
rep
like to
quartet.
Would like to apologize for laughing. The minimum score district rep for
Apology
a quartet.
0.5. That
We
was.
had said
that the minimum score for district rep quartets
was
is 74.
Now that rhymes quite nicely. The minimum score
is
74.
Now, one thing that they don't teach you in school is that rhyming isn't truth. They always teach you, because you hear songs and most songs rhyme and you go, that's
the
truth.
truth.
That's the truth.
A lot of times what songs are saying isn't necessarily true.
necessarily
Sometimes
true.
it's made up.
Made up, and it's
And in
not
this
real.
case, minimum score 74 is not
is
true.
not true.
As
It
of the
is-
most recent Society Contest and Judging Rules update in February of 2026
bang on,
by Steve Tramack, who's the current chair of Contest and Judging,
is 76.
they made it a 76,
It's
which
a
was approved
76.
by the Barbershop Harmony Society CEO, Robert Rund.
Now, where we were wrong was the chorus score is still a 74.
That's absolutely correct.
So that's where we went
Absolutely
wrong,
right,
and we're
sorry.
sorry. That's one.
yes,
done.
we're sorry.
And to anyone who like has to make apologies, just notice how we're doing it, and like so well.
Yes. Next up, the Carolinas District Quartet rep in the open contest this year is Kakalaki Sound Machine. We shouted them out in the last episode when we were talking about the Carolinas District qualifiers. I said that the quartet has some crossover membership with Soundtrack, the 2022 Carolinas District Quartet champions, and the 5th place Next Gen bronze medalists from 2022.
And I said, how many?
And I said that there was one, the lead, Jay Lusk, Dr. Jay Lusk, who works in the medicinal field.
Which is correct, except
However,
it's wrong.
I neglected to mention that the bass singer of Soundtrack, Michael Adams, is also the bass of Kakalaki Sound Machine. So there is 2 members crossover
So we
with
apologize,
Soundtrack.
and there's simply no excuse.
Michael, I am so sorry. If you ever listen to this, know that I have love in my heart for you as a person, for the bass that you sing. I so enjoyed getting to know you.
You have
in
love for
Louisville.
like the bass section in barbershop.
I do. I love the bass. I think it's a very important section to the barbershop style, and I am so.
If
I
not
can
one of the
never-
foremost
I have made an
important
irreparable
sections.
error. I acknowledge that my intent is not the same as my impact, and that my impact is felt even when my intent may be pure. And so know that I will take steps to acknowledge my biases, to ensure that I am educated and informed going forward. And Michael, Next up, we have
Next
another
up-
apology.
Now this one, I'll take this one
Yeah.
all on my chin.
Of course.
Right here. All on my chin. I'll take it. Now, now,
Another
last
apology for
another
laughing.
apology for laughing and for last episode
Episode 2.
in reference to
The breakout
the
episode. of the
Carolinas
podcast.
district. When I was talking about the acronym NSC, is that North South Carolina? William said, yes, that is. And I proceeded to say Mountain Mama. Now, Mountain Mama is in reference to the song Country Roads, which directly mentions West.
I believe it's in reference to the song Wagon Wheel.
Is it?
No, I was just doing a bit.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to screw with you during
God,
your apology.
no, I thought I had to apologize again, and I
I'd
was
like
thinking,
to apologize
four for the
doing
price
a
of
bit
one.
while you were getting serious.
Yeah, thank you. So in Country Roads, the country who sings the song talks about.
sung by the country.
So it's sung by the country. It's like the genre.
It's like a
the
national
genre.
anthem without being a national anthem.
Yeah,
if
it's
that
like
makes sense.
yeah, it's like how pop sings a lot of these like Shake It Off.
Yeah, like
that's
my pop
sung
will
by
sing.
Pop.
Yeah.
Rock sung like
Don't Stop Me Now.
Don't Stop Me Now,
I love
like that.
like when yeah.
So country
Don't Stop Believin'.
sang me and was talking about West Virginia. Now West Virginia, I am now aware, is neither of North South Carolina or North Carolina.
And where does it refer to?
It refers to West Virginia, the Mountain Mama.
Now, where we might be confused is that North Carolina borders the state of Virginia.
On the
Meg,
west?
if you could, on the west, on
See,
the
that's
east,
so-
on the east,
Oh crap!
on the east
I'm
coast.
sorry.
Meg, if you could please put in a map of the east
here.
coast of the state. So we have North Carolina, which borders South Carolina to the north, and then to the north of North Carolina is the state of Virginia. To the west, the northwest of the state of Virginia is West Virginia, which is its own state.
Now, our final thing that we have to apologize.
Just 2 states away.
Just 2 states away.
We do. We have
is-
one final
We have
apology.
one final apology,
And then
that
we'll
is
get into the
for-
heart of the
That is for our
episode.
producer Meg.
Yes.
Now, there's one thing that you guys have to know, and it's we know that you're disappointed that sometimes when we said here's Johnny and here's his apple seed,
Meg didn't edit those in.
and so people who were watching were going, "Whoa,
wait,
crazy!"
hold on. Where's the?
But if you were listening, you were probably thinking, "Wow, I bet that's been edited in, and that's
Yeah.
probably really funny."
And we value our audio listeners. We want you to know that you are along on the journey with us as well.
And there's simply no excuses.
No, I would say
And
that.
so now, for one last time, here's Johnny.
Here's Johnny.
Here's
And
his
his
apple
apple
seed.
seed.
And in the future, when it grows, here's his apple tree.
Here's the full tree.
And the full Johnny apple tree.
Now, Meg, as an editor, will probably know that the best comedic button to push
Is to not do
edit it in.
However,
that would probably be the funniest choice.
after us explaining
And
what's funny and
apologizing,
apologizing, maybe
for
the
Meg,
the best comedy.
This we want you to know that we
want
value
you to know.
you. We want you to know that we value
you, and it's just you.
And it's just you
Yeah.
watching and listening.
It's just you.
It's just you.
It's just you.
But without any further ado, let's get into the
Where
episode.
did that come from? Who even knows?
Oh, sorry, that might not have been picked up on the mic. Let's get into the episode.
The tops of my ears have like a thing on them, so that wearing sunglasses sometimes is painful. So this bit cost me a lot. Like
Just
in
pain
physical,
points.
in pain points and in physical emotional turmoil.
We're ready to kick things off now that we've apologized. Let's get the energy up a bit. I think we've
Wow!
Woo! Woo! Barbershop harmony. Barbershop. Woo! bit of a
Today
reset
is
there.
Friday, the 12th of June, and this is Mayflowers.
We've seen the last of our district qualifiers from the prelims season over in the United States of America! First up, we had the BHS
really good song. We could turn that
Northeastern
into a song.
District Northern Prelims Contest, which took place up in the Northeastern District, which is up in the very northeastern part of the United States of America.
Now, what happens when you do a chemistry and you put a thing and you put it into something and then a reaction happens,
something
but then you can
happens.
get that something back out of it?
Yes, but
What's-
something has to cause it.
Cause it, and that something
Is known as the Catalyst. We would like to shout out Catalyst, the 2023 Northeastern District Quartet champions.
and the 2025 first-placed singers of the contest because they sung first. So they
Yes.
were placed first.
They placed
in the
first
order
in the
of
order of the
appearance.
quartets as they appeared. They were first.
They were first.
Yes.
And they scored a 1924 in and with an 80. That's an 80.2.
yes.
And my words, I'm like figuring them out.
But that initially would have qualified them for the singing, but obviously due to the number of qualifiers needing to fill out, they've received a wild card invitation into the quarterfinals.
And we know now as well, and we'll get into this later in the episode, we do know the 50 quartets that will be singing in the contest, plus 2 of the,
Eight
I believe,
singing
8
quartets.
singing quartets, which we know, and we know the appearance of.
But you've got to stick
you've gotta
around for the
stick
rest of
around.
the episode if you want to get all that hot goss.
Goss is the first half of the last name Gosling. And Ryan Gosling is in La La Land,
Project Hail
Project
Mary,
Hail Mary,
Fall Guys,
Fall
Guy,
Fall Guy.
right?
He's not in Free Guy. That's Binky
That's-
Bonky.
Yes. Okay. The other qualifier that we have from the Northeastern District is Greenlight, who got a 1913, a 79.7% average, which would have got them an invite, I believe, to at least the quarters or maybe the sing-in, depending on how things shook out. But they got
Yeah.
it. They declined their invite to the international stage this year, so did
Now,
receive a
yeah.
qualifying, but
And
not
in
yet.
1913, there was a lot of peace. Until
there
the
wasn't
year
anymore.
after.
Yeah, absolutely. Next up, let's go. We're going coast to coast today, from the northeast all the way down to the southwest, which is on the western coast of the states and the southern part of it. We had the far western district, southeastern and southwestern prelims. From that competition, we had 2. Count 'em, 2. If we could keep going, it's quite unprofessional.
I didn't call you out when you said "yeah, yeah, yeet" in episode 1, did I? I kept it professional and I didn't bring it back
I
to
also
you.
definitely remember you actively calling it out. I remember you
I
going,
actively
really
called
trying to
it-
keep it together.
I actively called it out in an
Well,
ironic way in which
well.
you shake my hand.
I would like to
Shame.
apologize for how I blew up at you during
look
the...
into the camera so that when I watch this back,
Will Harris, I would like to apologize to you for the way that I blew up at you during this podcast recording. You are one of my best friends in the world. And I gave you a lot of hugs today because I wanted you to know how much I cared about you. I'm worried that you maybe thought it was a little bit weird, but I just was thinking about you and how much I value you as a friend, and that's why I decided to come up to you and give you a hug and say that I loved you today before we started recording this podcast episode. And I'm really sorry that we yelled at each other, and I hope that we can move past this.
I'll listen to that when I rewatch it. But right then I was listening to Man in the Mirror by Kentucky Vocal Union.
Go watch that performance. We had Double Date qualify for the International Barbershop Quartet competition.
They're back!
Oh, they're back! Our previous World Mixed Quartet champions from Bing, the contest that we saw Sunday Night Social win
Are they
this year.
back in contest?
This
Because
is their first time in BHS.
So, which I think, I don't know, we should figure that out, but I think Newfangled 4 might have sung Double Date's back in contest, and I don't think that's correct. If
I guess
if the
that's
contest that
true.
they're referring to is the Barbershop Harmony Internationals contest,
They've never done
actually
it before.
Done that before.
So Double Date won the
And
World Mix
Newfangled
contest.
4, we're talking directly to you.
Yes.
This is for a clip on social media.
Newfangled 4.
Newfangled 4.
The last time that we addressed you,
we got
lots of
views
likes and
likes.
views. So we would like to capitalize on that attention
and
again.
we're going to maybe do that every episode.
So guys, if you would like to interact with this clip and maybe comment on it because you have like a bajillion followers, that would be really, really nice. There's no pressure to.
But just
but
know
it would be really
that
nice if you did.
we know
So
that you follow us on Instagram.
We are addressing
we know
you
that
in
you
this
can
clip
look at this
because we want a little bit of your clout. Just a little bit.
Jackson, Joey,
Jake,
Jake,
Marcus.
Did you say Jack?
Did I?
I think you said
Oh my
Jack.
gosh.
Jake, this
Jake,
is to you.
we'd like to apologize
I'd like to apologize to you.
to Jake.
Jake,
I know your name.
You commented on our reel, and so many people liked that comment and didn't follow us. They saw your comment and they went, I like that. And they saw the rest of the clip and they said, I don't
think it's for
that's
me.
not for
I'm just a
me."
fan of the Newfangled 4, which is fine.
Which is fine. And we apologize for making any assumptions that everyone would like us.
Now, Double Date have won the World Mix contest twice, I believe, in 2014 and 2016. They're two-time World Mix champs, and then this is their debut in BHS, and they scored a total score of 2,109 points for an 87.9% average, which is a huge number to go in
the
with.
year 2109, we'll be celebrating the 100-year anniversary of 2009.
As in,
the year.
Which is the year that the disaster movie 2012 came out, which I believe was in a reference to the Mayan calendar. When they said that the world was going to end in 2012. In 2009, the movie 2012 came out.
In
2109, they will make a movie called 2112, which is a reference to 100 years
They
on.
got it wrong by 100 years,
100
and they have to redo it. Now that
Do you
movie,
remember that whole
2012,
Mayan calendar thing?
I did. I was kind of freaked out a little bit. I remember 'cause
It was crazy.
That was my year 6.
Mine
and I was
too.
like, oh crap! Next year's gonna be the year we all die, and I was kind of figuring out what like dying was and
yeah,
stuff
like processing that thought.
But yeah, 2012, bad movie. There's something that I really like about like an end of the world movie.
Mhm.
And that
Yeah,
movie
disaster
doesn't
movie.
really give it to me.
No.
They
Do
go
you know
on a
what?
big boat.
Oh, sorry.
No,
I was just
do you
going to
know
say,
what?
one disaster movie that I really enjoyed, I thought Don't Look Up was really clever.
I never watched
It's
it.
really good.
I know how it ends. I've seen the ending scene, and that is a perfect ending scene because it just is the destruction of the entire world.
Yeah, well, you don't need to spoil it for people who haven't seen it. But what I like about Don't Look Up...
Don't Look Up came out like in 2109.
But what I like about Don't Look Up is the irony and the almost cringeworthy feeling that you get watching that movie. The conceit of the movie is that Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence are two scientists who discover that there is an asteroid which has 100% certainty of impact to Earth. And Meryl Streep plays the president. And
she can do anything.
And she decides, and their whole point, they want to do damage control to minimize global panic. So they essentially lie to the public by saying that it's not a threat and that the asteroid is not going to kill them. But scientifically, empirically, they know that it's true. So the point is that it's a relationship between like science and the empirical understanding of what we observe about the world and the way that we communicate that through public opinion and our desire to keep people comfortable versus actually telling them what the truth that they need to hear.
And the 7th variety...
No, we didn't say the score. Double Date got a 2109, 87.9, but they got a 93.5 in performance for their finals ballad, How Do You Keep the Music Playing, which is incredible.
They must have been doing like all sorts of this.
Well, I think it was more the genuineness with which they performed it is probably
They must have been going.
them.
They must have been going like this and stuff with their arms.
Well, I think you're thinking of the presentation category, which
They
is
must
what
have
it
been-
used to be before it was performance.
Yeah. When you sing a ballad and you go like, "This is how I feel," and there's the tree over there,
Kind
and
of.
here's where
But
the
nowadays,
moon
Wilsey,
is.
it's a little more, this is how I feel.
Drew Ochoa stepped out and he was cold.
He rubbed
did
his
like
little
an arm
armies.
thing.
Drew Ochoa, if you're watching this,
Put a clip in of the moment in the last 5 years where Drew Ochoa steps out and rubs his
little arms. Beautiful.
Wow.
Loved that moment. And as you mentioned, the 7th variety also qualified for the International Quartet competition. They got a 1990, which is an 82.9%
Very
average.
insignificant year. And 82.9 is a great little qualifying
Great
score.
number. We're really excited. 7th variety in the
It's currently seated in the 20.
currently seated in the 20. We'll get into that a little bit later on, but very excited for those boys. Next up, we had the Barbershop Harmony Society Sunshine District Preliminary Contest, which took place in beautiful St. Augustine, Florida. And we had 2 qualifiers, one for the quarterfinals straight up and one as a wild card. So Tribute got a 1996 for an 83.2% average.
They sung those barbershop
They
chords.
sing those barbershop
They're bringing
chords.
barbershop back.
Half of Tofu Concern,
Half
our
of Tofu
2024 Next
Concern.
Generation Quartet champions in that quartet. Which is really exciting to see them. And the tenor of that quartet, Brian Lindvall, is married to Sarah Clay Lindvall, who is the tenor of Dynasty, our 2026 Queens of Harmony, the current Sweet Ads International Champions.
And this is an old adage that we came up with on this podcast, but even a barbershopper can find love.
That's true. If you're a barbershopper out there, you can be like Brian and Sarah, finding love as
barbershoppers.
And that's just beautiful. We also had In the Jeans, got a 1921 for an 80.0. They're a wild card into the quarters.
Now, William, just really quickly, In the Jeans, how's that spelled? Jeans? Like they're wearing jeans and they're in them?
That's what you'd think. But in reality, it's actually Genes. Now, also,
like
I just like to take a second.
In reference to Gene Cockcroft.
I'm sorry to derail this. I'd like to apologize. I just had a Discord notification come through on my laptop, which I think may have messed with the audio. I saw Pascal lose their mind over on the audio. And I'd just like to apologize.
You still haven't turned your volume down.
No,
on your
but I've
laptop.
closed the tab that made the noise.
Just to be sure, you could also mute it.
You're right.
That's what I'm going to do as well.
So what I've just done is I've muted it.
You turned it up to 100.
What?
You turned it up to 100.
I'm just kidding. That was for funnies. I've now muted my laptop. In the Jeans, the bass of that quartet is Drew Kirkman, who is the tenor of Michigan Jake, the 2001 International Quartet champions, who are this year celebrating their 25th anniversary of winning the gold. So in addition to being in St. Louis as the 25th anniversary tenor champ, he'll also be competing in the quarterfinals as a bass singer in a mixed quartet.
And good thing that you point out that it's Michigan Jake's 25-year anniversary.
Yes.
Because someone in this room is celebrating their 25th anniversary of living.
Yeah, I turned, between last episode, I think, and this one, I turned 25. I'm now 25 years old.
Absolutely.
Which means that it's officially my last year in the Next Gen contest.
Which means it's officially our last year in the Next Gen contest. Unless we find someone sneaky to replace him so we can go back one last time,
And
maybe if we...
In all our quartet discussions, we've said that that's not what we're going to do. But
it's definitely something that we might have another quartet discussion about later.
We've just flown in a very
now.
special prop from outside. In Japan.
Now Meg's gonna edit in and this time she is going.
She's gonna edit it in. Thank you, Meg, for editing it. When we send it to you,
the jingle
bell rock
for JBC barbershop in Japan.
They're the new kids
Maybe it's
on
Jenny
the
Hayes.
block, been around for a little over a year. But they decided to hold a convention and get some ringing chords up in here. They're bringing a quartet and a chorus to Denver, I think. And everybody thinks that they are having nothing. Barbershop in Japan! Barbershop in Japan! Cause they're just a couple scrappy kids with some passion and a plan in Japan. Barbershop in Japan. You can.
Barbershop in Japan.
81%.
those boys can really sure hold a tune.
And we can hold a note. For example, We also had the BHS Southwestern District Quartet Prelims take place in beautiful Texas somewhere.
Texas!
Yeah!
Yippee!
And we had the ladies qualify with a total score of 2108.
That's where Rudy Tootin's from.
From Texas?
He's from Texas.
Well, there's a new character named Rudy Tootin, and maybe you'll meet him at some point.
How's Rudy Tootin?
Yeah, they got a total score of 2108 for an average of 87.8. Woo! Big
We all
number.
know what happens. We all know what happens in the year
2108.
2108. That's when they're filming the movie 2112.
Yes, exactly right, because it will come out in
It'll come out the
2109.
year after.
We also had tag team score of 2018 for an 84.1. That quartet is made up of half of a previous quartet called Studio Talk that competed international a few times, as well as Ryan Wisniewski, the previous baritone of the Newfangled Four, and I believe the lead Brett, his daughter, is singing tenor in that quartet. So it's a little bit of a family
It's a
connection.
family affair.
Alongside with some previous Southwestern District quartet reps on the international stage. Ryan, of course, after singing the Newfangled Four, was also the baritone of Opus 4, who competed a couple of times at international
And
as well.
their name is a pun because tag team refers to the fact that you can sing a tag at the end of a song.
Oh, yeah.
And a quartet is a team of 4 people singing all together.
So I get the two individual terms, but then how does the pun work together?
So then also a tag team is when you, like, if you do something and you have to and you swap. So if you've given me the reins here, and
Yeah.
I don't have, and
they're blessed.
and they're blessed.
The reins are blessed down in
down
Africa.
in Africa. That was me.
We also had Overdrive, who qualified as a wild card for the quarters with an 80.9 and 1941 total. The base of that quartet, Joe Cronus, is an international champion with Old School 2011 international champions.
2011 champions. 2011 champions. So he was from the 2011 champions. He was from the 2011 champions, Old School. Now, after Overdrive, we also have 2.
I'm an idiot.
We have 2 quartets that did qualify for the sing-in.
Singing. We have Homecoming, who scored an 1877 for a 78.2. And then we had
Family Ties with an 1875, 78.1.
So yeah, big weekend of qualifiers for the Southwestern District. I'm sure they'll have a very strong showing in international. But that was also the last qualifier weekend that took place in this year's prelims contest. So we now have
Say it together.
Oh yeah,
All of the quartets. So now
we need to get down to business.
we need to get down to brass tacks.
Right up until this point, it's been silly.
It's been silly. But now
We got a comment on our last video
Here
that said
is the table. Because we've got to bring it back to sports somehow.
that's what I was going to say. There was a comment on the last video where someone said, I'm going to point people to this podcast when they want them to learn about the barbershop qualifiers. So we have to make sure that we actually lock
Someone
it and give
said
people
that?
accurate information. Yeah.
Who said that?
Someone
Who?
cool.
Who? Tell
If
me
you
who
commented on
said
the
that? Who
last
said
video,
that?
can you get in the comments of this video and let us know
Get in
who
the
you
comments.
are? And
I'm
we will
not
send
angry at you. That was a joke.
We will send you a $50 Sports with Promenade gift voucher.
We're not going to do that.
Are we
don't-
not?
What is that?
What is it's just a gift voucher that says you get $50 worth of Sports with Promenade.
Yeah, but we don't have that. Currently, it's all $0 worth.
Yeah, but think about
Think about the trajectory of how good this podcast is.
if you
gonna
get
be.
in.
At one point,
If
there's
you get
gonna
in
be
on the ground
$50 worth
floor.
of, you get it- so it's an investment opportunity. If you comment, we will be able to help diversify your portfolio by giving you $50 worth of Sports with Promenade shares. And
Which
you
currently
can
are
get
worth
in
nothing.
with currently worth nothing and may continue to be for a long while. But you can give us $50 and we'll give you shares in all of this, and you can be part of the ground
No, they don't pay
floor.
because it's a gift voucher. Because they don't give us $50.
So are we giving them $50?
Basically, but it's $50
I don't want to do
worth
that.
of,
Can
but
we
it's
ask
$50
them to
worth
give
of
us
shares
Yeah.
and gift vouchers.
so they give it back to us?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what that means.
So,
Here's
Meg's going to
here's
put
a-
up a
here's
QR
a QR
code.
code. It's the QR code to give a little.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, I don't want to lie. It is a QR code to our Give a Little. Where
We
you can give
apologize
us
for misleading you.
misleading you. We don't want you to scan that QR code with the intent that you are going to get $50 worth of shares
Now,
that we give you.
we've got through all the sillies. It's time to get down to bus
Time to
tags.
get down to bus tags. That is how you said it.
Yeah, I did
So-
tampons as well. I'm really struggling, and we've been doing this for 30 minutes.
I realized about halfway through, like what we've already done, that like the way that I'm talking is weird. So now here come the rules. There's so many rules to get through, but we've nailed it down to 3.
Here's the first rule.
All quartets above an 81.0 automatically qualify for the quarterfinals.
If you are the only quartet from your district to qualify, then as a district rep, as long as you score above a 76, you qualify for the quarterfinals.
Now, Meg, can you please chuck in a clip of us apologizing for when we said it was a 74? We're sorry. That's one.
Yes,
done.
we're sorry. Wild cards.
Rule number 2.
Sorry, rule number 2.
2.
Wild cards are given to the next quartets in order until a minimum of 50 quartets are confirmed to sing in the quarterfinals. So we had, is it 20, how many quartets do we have qualified straight up? We had 29 quartets automatically qualify. So quartets 30 through 50 with the next highest scores filled out the quarterfinals through getting a wild card. So that's
inclusive. That's inclusive of district reps as well.
correct. That's exactly right. So 50 quartets plus 2 from the singing, not 48 plus 2 from the singing.
So their total will be, and we do have the order of appearance now as well. I'm thinking, do we get Meg to edit it in, or do we give her a day off?
Meg, you can edit in the order of appearance. Here it is. Here's the order of appearance.
It's scrolling. Whoa, look at it go.
Whoa! This is like when Charlie and Grandpa Joe, they float up to the top with their poppy lemonade.
What?
Do you remember in the original Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, they drink fizzy lifting drink?
Fizzy leaking.
No, it's called.
They had a fizzy leaking drink.
It's called fizzy lifting drink, and they drink it illegally.
Like as
and
in
they
the
get
one
in trouble.
with, as in the one with like Gene Wilder.
Yeah, the Gene Wilder.
In the jeans.
It's not. It's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yes.
Actually,
You confused me.
Japan. Rule number 3.
3. All quartets above a 78 but below the new qualifying score, whichever that is, determined by the 50th quartet after wildcards.
In this case, it is.
I think it's the 48th quartet.
It's a
whichever one is
46th. It is 79.4.
79.4. So
It's
if you're
determined by the wild cards.
Yeah. So 79.4 is now the new qualifying score, because that is the lowest qualifying score there for the wild cards. You are then eligible for the singing contest. Now we've already
gone over this a little bit,
but the singing contest is like an X Factor, American Idol style contest where quartets compete. They compete with 2 contestable songs of their choice.
From that, the top 2 scoring quartets qualify to get their slots in the quarterfinals, which are assigned. We already know when they're going to be singing.
Yeah. And the scores that they get for these songs do not count towards their quarters. This is its own thing.
Yeah.
And as it's kind of going through, I might see if I can get Alex Morris to kind of quickly discuss his role in the thing.
And if we get that clip in, here's that clip.
Here's that clip. If not, there was nothing.
Now
he's gonna be one of the 2. I think
hosts.
it's him
And Debbie Cleveland.
Him and Debbie Cleveland are the hosts of the thing. So people know as it's happening who's scoring what and basically who's through. But
hopefully we'll get Alex to explain that.
We'll get Alex to explain that. If Alex has explained that, you can cut that. Now we get into the exciting. I've split this up into. You've got the top 5, and then you've also got the top 10. Then you've got the 20, and then you've got the rest. Now,
currently seated in the medals, the top 5 quartets at International get first place gold, second place silver, third, fourth, fifth place bronze, respectively.
Absolutely right. I'm taking you a little quote.
Oh,
from you.
do you know, I don't consciously say that.
It
Like,
like
it's
it
just-
sets off a little thing every time I hear it though, because I'm like, I don't think he knows that he's saying it.
No, I definitely don't. Like,
But
it's just,
it's a lot. But it's not like I can't.
Is it
believe he's
embarrassing?
It's not embarrassing.
okay, because I'm a little worried.
Think of the amount of times you said "the" in your lifetime. So many.
Yeah, true. Actually, that's a lot to think about.
Yeah, I've just freaked Meg out. I think.
Qualifying in first for the international contest, we have Gimme 4 with a 93.6. I feel relatively confident saying that they're going to be the quartet to congratulate on their gold medal this year.
And listen.
In second place, we have GQ, who've got a 92.1% average, a great score. They've leapfrogged from about a 90. They got a 90.0 when they got fifth in Denver last year, so a significant jump from them,
Huge
especially
jump.
in the stratosphere of the 90s. Those jumps are tricky. It's
very, very important.
and minute, almost, the shifts that you need to make. So they're probably going to have a very good showing.
GQ in second there. And then in third place, we've got First Take with a 91.4.
That's exactly right. First Take, I'm leading in more of a comedic direction, I would say, as they continue through the years with their performance style.
Yeah.
And I think...
Now listen,
you go.
I'm going to be so for real right now.
For real, friends.
It's not bad. It's objectively not bad because they're still scoring in the 90s. I'm not sure whether First Take leaning into the comedy is necessarily something that will benefit them.
And it's a question, right, of how much do they... It's like their performance art and their choices as artists versus trying to
100%.
win the contest,
Yeah.
right? And there's... Because the path to find the way to do the thing to win it is such a specific thing. And it's hard for First Take, who've kind of been up in that stratosphere the whole time they've been competing. They debuted in the medals in 2022 and they've been in every single year since. So it's how do they find the right avenue to make that happen?
And yeah, and I think, I don't know, however you view it, Midtown changed the contest when they won in 2023 with Spider Farm.
And
like
specifically, the
100
judges
in
changed the
performance.
contest by
Yeah.
giving it a 100 as
A
well.
100 and a 98 in musicality those are like insane numbers. I think those are the two highest scores
for a song.
for a
in that
for a
category.
song in that category.
Yeah.
And ever
At least
since
in the
then,
quartet contest.
everyone's kind of been in the quartet contest, yes. But everyone's been like trying to do more kind of bits and more comedy, and I think there's a place for that. I do think there's a place for that.
Yes, definitely.
But I think also, and I'm sure like the Newfangled Four have kind of seen this over the years as they transitioned into a comedy quartet.
Yeah.
But like, comedy can genuinely impact the way that all your other things get scored.
Yes, that's very true. It's a
Like
high risk,
focusing
high
on that.
reward
Exactly,
situation. When you
exactly.
go for the funny, sometimes you have to sacrifice the other things that the other categories are looking for. There's some singing stuff that can get impacted, some musicality stuff that can get impacted, but your audience rapport can go through the roof.
Yeah, let us know what you think about like the way that the contest is kind of shifting in terms of adding more
Comedic.
comedy. If you feel like it's like there's not too much of a difference since, then tell us. I think there is. I think there has been a noticeable shift in quartets kind of doing.
But yeah, we
comedy,
want to
but
hear from
yeah.
you about what you think about that.
What you look me in the eyes.
Look me in the eye, you know that well what I've been trying
What's that
to
from?
tell you. That was Jack's Film's old
That was.
outro.
Oh my god.
For all my early 2010s YouTube fans
I don't
in the
watch.
audience.
I don't watch Jack's films that much anymore. He pops up.
He pops up.
But it's just, it's not my. I go on YouTube and I look at the news and politics and I'm thinking, and I'm having like insightful thoughts
I watch
and stuff like
Smosh.
that.
And fourth, we have Full Effect with a 90.7% average.
What did they get last year? What did they get last
They
year?
were a 90.9 when they got fourth in.
Oh, so they've gotten
Denver.
worse. That's what that means.
I would say they're probably still in that solid
They've
like low
gotten
90s
worse.
spot. But I also think that they will be making a big push for St. Louis this year. That's a quartet that genuinely is a dark horse to win it. The singing that they do is second to none.
Yeah, we'll get into our medal predictions. I think probably next episode, which we'll save all the surprises.
Woohoo!
But yeah, my prediction is I don't think they place where they are currently seated.
Yes. I
Now-
think there may be a bit of a shake-up.
And I think they come 18th.
Okay, silly boy.
Well, listen, trajectory shows that they're getting worse.
Hey, Billy.
90.9, 90.7. It's
Billy.
only a matter of time before they get down into the 80s.
Billy, you're being a bit silly, okay? And I need you to be a serious Barius. In 5th, we have
That was
Smoke
fun.
Ring.
That was good.
With an
Don't know where that came from.
88.5, Smoke Ring have made a huge jump into
Yes.
the middle seed this
We
year.
watched one of their songs last week.
Beautiful performance of
Last
Somewhere
week.
That's Green.
I say last week, like we're doing like weekly. Last fucking whenever.
Can we swear on this?
I think we can swear.
Yeah.
It's our podcast. We can.
I
Gosh
forgot,
darn,
I
do
swore.
what we
I forgot I
please.
swore in one of the episodes. But
Yeah,
yes,
you said a big F word.
yeah, it was fun.
It was frazzly frazzle.
Flippy, flippy, flop,
Oh,
flop.
flippity doo. We should.
Glorious food. Hot sausage and mustard. When you're in the mood.
Episode's gone off the rails.
We need to get
You
back
can't
on.
contain us. You can't get. We're going crazy down. In Japan. This is why people come here for truth and for fun.
Now-
flippity fun.
Now, in sixth
in
place,
sixth
just
place.
outside of the medals, is Sunday Night Social, 88.1. They were sixth place in Denver last year.
They're so good.
That is
man.
one of my favorite quartets. If I had a
Oh my
personal
God.
favorite, and we'll get into more personal favorites in the episode, they're one that I would love to win it.
100% from the old RMD, which stands for
Rocky Mountain
Rhythm
District.
Mama.
No, it's the Rocky Mountain District.
Rocky Mountain.
In seventh, we have Double Date, 87.9, qualifying a top couple spots outside the medals. Another dark horse. The ladies, 87.8. Purple Rebar, Dealer's Choice eligible. This quartet,
Shoot,
because
they are.
they are all novices. They've never competed on the international stage before. These are all boys who compete or perform with chanticleer.
They are professional singers.
They are professional singers.
Why do
They are professional singers. They are professional singers.
Why do they get to
They
do
are
it? Why do
professional
they get
singers.
to get the Dealer's Choice
It's a hobby.
Award?
It's a hobby.
It's a hobby. What if you're a professional singer?
But they are also doing this as a hobby. They're not getting paid to do barbershop.
Like, what if they could? What if they did?
They don't. In 10th, we have the Newfangled 4 with an 87.7. And then, so that's our top 10 currently. And then 11th is Secret Best Friends with an 87.5. What's insane is that between 11th and 5th, there is 1 percentage
Oh my
point
God,
of difference.
there is. That is insane.
So the
Between Mike
condensing
testing the finals and getting a medal
is
currently is
1
1%.
percentage point. It's 87 and 88, basically, because 87.5 to 88.5.
Now, 1% is 1/100th of 100%.
In 12th, we have Fleet Street with an 85.1. Those boys got 13th in Denver last year. They are on the climb as well. Love that quartet.
Love their red shoes.
Clementones
Meg
are-
put a picture of their red shoes.
In 13th, we have Clementones with an 84.1, returning to the contest after a year away and with a new member.
Soren,
Which
let's
is very
go.
exciting. Tag Team in 14th, 84.1, so a huge setting for them, which is really exciting.
Lady
in 15th,
Acapella,
Yep.
83.8.
they're a Sweet Ads Champ quartet from a couple of years ago. Exciting to see them returning to the BHS stage for the second time, having debuted last year in Denver.
And then from the Johnny Appleseed district,
Yes.
you've got the core of the apple.
Absolutely.
The core.
It was a good one.
That was a good one.
I like that one.
I'm getting thumbs up. I'm getting thumbs up all around the room.
I'm seeing shining
seeing
eyes,
shining eyes,
and smiling faces.
smiling thumbs up, and everyone's going crazy.
Next up, 17th, 83.2 is Tribute inside the 20s. 7th Variety at 18th, 82.9. Army Quartet are 19th with an 82.6. Fellow Next Gen competitors. Really exciting to see them there. I believe that's their Bing score from the World Mix contest where they got second.
They did so well. Dude.
Such a wonderful
I was
performance.
listening to their hits the other day, and I just went bong 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 bong, and then I watched them from the Show of Champions, and
It's
I
just
was like,
awesome, hey?
I was like, this is nice. Nowhere to go but up, huh?
And there is nowhere to go but up.
Hopefully nowhere to go but up for your scores, friends.
That was good.
That was good.
And in 20th is Trademark 82.5. They've been in the 20 a couple of years. A great quartet from the Johnny Appleseed district.
Jad.
Featuring a very talented arranger, Kyle Snook, on the baritone part. Currently, mic testing the semis. Sorry. Yes, mic testing the semis. We have Cruise Control with an
Our friends that
82.5.
we get to stay
Fellow
with.
Next Gen competitors. Yeah, Promenade
Fellow
is staying
Next
with
Gen
Cruise Control
competitors.
in Michigan. We're really excited to see you guys, and we're so excited for you to sing. Hopefully,
Cruise Control, if you are watching,
Jesus.
which we know that you are, because sometimes you talk to us about the podcast.
hey guys,
How's your day been? Chuck it in our
Chat.
Promenade Control.
we've got a group
chat.
chat with them, or you check it in
Chuck
the comments if
chat.
you want.
Chuck it
if
in
you
the
want.
comments as well. Whatever you put in the group chat, put in the comments, unless it has incriminating evidence of all the
Yeah, or
comments.
if it's a bit too naughty.
If it's like crazy, if it's like, whoa, we're gonna like do like whatever. I don't know. It could be anything. Just make sure it's nice for the comments. And the comments is a nice, happy place where everyone
want
says
happy,
we want happy, positive. If you've gotten,
happy comments.
if you've gotten this
happy,
far
happy
into the
comments.
YouTube video, I want you to type in the comments, happy comments, happy place.
22nd.
Can we skip that one?
It's us. It's Promenade.
It's us.
We're in 22nd, 82.1, and then in 23rd is the Emerald Guard, 81.7 from Babs.
Babs.
Recently inducted into the Babs Hall of Fame as a
shit.
quartet, which is really exciting. Yeah, absolutely. Daily Special, 81.6 Northeastern District. Funny Boys. Really cool to see them jamming as well. Fifth Element, another Babs quartet that competed in Denver last year. Exciting to see them back.
Mm-hmm.
Nocturne, 81.4 Southwestern District. Centre Place, our
Centre
fellow
Place,
New Zealand reps.
Zealanders,
Woo!
let's go.
From the mighty Waikato, singing in the they exceeded 27th with an 81.4. Mom's favourite. I made that
Feet.
mistake before, didn't I?
God, apologise for that one.
I'm really sorry. 81.4 from the Johnny Appleseed District. 29th, we have Yes Dear, 81.3. That's the two couples that we've talked about before that are Far Western District Quartet. Love them to
Now,
pieces.
That is the 29 quartets. That is the 29 quartets. Thank you. Sorry for not being close to the mic.
And
this
also, we
entire
hadn't
episode.
touched. Do you remember we talked about we need
and
to...
we can fill the gap right there.
We've still got the space between
Now
us.
I'm remembering in my head a vision of when Meg
That's where you remember
when Meg
things.
did this. Now that I think means wrap it up. Get onto it. We're almost there. We're
Yes,
almost
absolutely.
So-
Overdriver in 30th, 80.9 Southwestern. Then Fully Vetted from the Central States District, 80.8.
There. Can we do one?
Let's do it. You do next one.
Then Company with also an 80.8
District.
from the Pioneer District.
Blue Skies, 80.7 from the Far Western District.
Best Wishes, 80.5. That's 34th place from the Mid-Atlantic
And
District.
35th, we have Fountain City 4, 80.4 from the Central States District.
36th, we have Verse, 80.2 from the Rocky Mountain
We
District.
met Verse last year. We love you. And 37th, Catalyst, 80.2 from the Northeastern District.
Now, 38th, we have not a wild card, we have a district rep. We have Link 182, Tim Bidle's quartet with his son. They scored an 80.1 from the Illinois District.
And 39th, we have In the Genes with an 80% average from the Sunshine District.
In 40th, we have B-Side with a 79.9 from the Mid-Atlantic District.
And 41st, Jukebox, a 79.8 from the Land of Lakes District.
They are a district rep.
They are
as
not
well.
a qualifier. They're a district rep. That's absolutely right.
In 42nd, we have Supernova with a 79. There are 4 quartets. The next 4 quartets all have a 79.7 qualifying.
That's crazy.
Supernova from Mid-Atlantic District, 79.7.
And then Spice Report, 79.7 from the Babs.
Rived, we have 79.7 from Pioneer.
Triple Threat, 79.7, Land O'Lakes District.
And then in 46th, we have Avalon, 79.4 from Labs.
That's the cutoff for the automatic qualifiers based on wildcards. Now we have the district qualifiers. We have FF from the Japanese Barbershop Association with a 78.8 in Japan.
We also have Kakalaki Sound Machine from the Carolinas District with a 78.4.
Then we have Topspin, a 76.7 from Evergreen District.
And then we have something that our dear old friend Harry loves, IPA, 76.6 from the Cardinal District.
Those are our 50 quartets that have qualified for the quarters. We then have our sing-in qualifiers that will be singing on the Tuesday before the quarterfinals to try and get one of those 2 spots in the quarterfinals.
Absolutely. So we've got 8 here. Ranked first for the sing-in, we have Onset.
Yes,
a
Illinois
79.3 Illinois District.
Then we have Tall Girls Club, a 79 from the Mid-Atlantic District.
Tall Girls Club, that has Conjure in it.
Conjure in it and Melody.
Hey, Conjure
Melody
and Melody. And then we have Never Too Late with a 78.9 from the Far Western District. That
Then-
has our good friend Max Coxon.
Absolutely.
Friend of the show, friend of me.
Vintage Blend 78.5 from the Pioneer District, featuring family members of Cruise Control. The dad of half of Cruise Control is Jamie Carey. He sings in that quartet.
Yes. Now, I think we also did
we
make reference?
We said that Vintage Blend had a crossover member with Cruise Control because Cole, who's the bass of Cruise Control, sang tenor with them to qualify.
So
however,
the statement is true. As qualifiers, they did have crossover.
But their original tenor is back in the quartet for the singing contest.
We found that out the other day.
Thank
Cole told us that he was just filling in, so there won't be any crossover. So kind of another kind of family affair, but this time in two different quartets.
Which is really exciting.
Cool. Then we have Chill Factor with a 78.4 from the Land O'Lakes.
We then have Ethan Stevens, 78.4 from Central States District.
Then we have Brother Nature with a 78.2 from the Carolinas District.
And then in 8th, we have Homecoming, a 78.2 from the Southwestern District.
Now, all in all, the distance between 1st and 8th in the singing contest is 0.1% larger than the distance between 5th and 11th.
So it's just that like 1 percentage point.
Yeah.
It really is going to come down to what happens on the
tight.
day.
So that is the whole thing wrapped up. Now, if anyone is interested in actual sports, it's currently the FIFA World Cup. I'm a big football fan, and just some information. We've had a couple of games. We had Mexico versus South Africa. Mexico won 2-0. There was I tried to search up World Cup and it automatically went World This Way, Next Gen Varsity Song.
Under songs.
So we had Mexico had a red card and South Africa had 2 red cards as well, which is crazy. There were only 4 red cards in the whole of the last World Cup, but there were 3 red cards in the first game of this World Cup, which is insane. And then we had South Korea versus Czechia, or the Czech Republic, you might know it as, but Czechia they go by now, officially. And that finished 2-1 to South Korea, which is also a very, very big result in Group A. So we'll keep you updated with more of that as the World Cup progresses.
As the world caves in.
But as the world of barbershop continues around us, so too does the FIFA World Cup.
Absolutely. Taking place in the same country this year.
In the same country. We get to go and not see any of the games.
We'll be doing barbershop instead.
We'll be doing barbershop.
And speaking of barbershop, we hope that you have enjoyed this episode of our Barbershop Sports Podcast. Please follow us on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Listen to us on your preferred podcast listening platform.
And also, if this comes out before the 21st of June, which it might not, you can donate to our Give a Little and give us a little bit of money to help us, because going over to America
is
very expensive.
So if you want to help, you can. But either way, we appreciate you being here. Thank you for listening to another episode of Sports with Promenade.
S-P-O-R-T-S, 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 S-P-O-R-T-S. Talking all about the sports, giving you guys all our thoughts. Not about those boys in shorts, only choruses and chords. Tess.